right now, as you can see, the duty cycle is at 0, indicated by this green LED right here. As I push the push button, the duty cycle is going to increment, starting off from 75, then 80, 85, 90, then 95, then back to 0. And now we're going to show you the same thing from the oscilloscope. As you can see right here, the duty cycle is going to come up. Right here is at 75. Then now is at 80% duty cycle. Then 85% duty cycle. Then 90%. Then 95%. This is all from the push button. And now, if you look up on our screen, it shows you the first time I ran it, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Then when I restarted back on the oscilloscope, it started off at 0, 75, 80, 85, 90, then 95. And now, I'm going to clear the hyperterminal screen by hitting Control L. And then now I'm going to show you typing it from the computer. If you input an A, that's for 0% duty cycle, which turned the oscilloscope off. Now, if I enter a B, it shows you the 75% duty cycle on the screen and on the oscilloscope. The reason I'm putting the parentheses on there is to bracket the code so it knows when data is being received and when the data is being ended. If I push C here, it's 80 on the hyperterminal. Computer tells you it's 80, and then if you look up on the oscilloscope, it's at 80%. And if I push a D, it goes to 85. And also, if you look on the oscilloscope, it's at 85. And then now, if I go to E, hyperterminal is at 90. And then if you look at the oscilloscope, that's also at 90%. And now, if I go to F, it spits out a 95. And then if you look at the oscilloscope, that's also 95. And if you were to look back at the LED, you see it's at 95% duty cycle. And also I could go back, pushing on the computer, I could go back to, let me say I want, messed up there. Let me say I want 75% duty cycle. I'll just do B again, and then it jumps right to 75. From the computer, it could jump to whatever duty cycle that you want, but on the PWM, it increments by 75 all the way to 95, going up by 5% each time. And that is our project.